sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Southern Nevada, where the torch, in honor of the legendary owner Al Davis, has just been lit, as is tradition before kickoff at Allegiant Stadium, just off the Strip in Las Vegas. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Detroit Lions and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the Lions sideline, a look at their head coach. His guys falling in the season opener, getting a second straight road game to start the season. And on the other side, the head coach of the Raiders. His guys, on the other hand, were winners in their opener a week ago, so they'll try to make it 2-0 to start the season. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They are let out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020. National champion at LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
So you take a look at last week's game, Mike, and you certainly wouldn't say that he played poorly. I mean, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's a clean slate. But when you talk to his coaches, they said they haven't seen him this motivated to bounce back after a loss in his entire career. So he's had a great week of practice. He's really challenging the guys around him to elevate their standard. And if it's any indication of how today is going to go, I think we're in for a treat.
Putting the tight end in motion. Second down, Burrow. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
13 yards.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Lions, first down. A gain of 13
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Here we go.
A gain of 21 yards.
In motion, Shakir. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
At the 28-yard line.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And a much better result here. Give him 7, and it sets up 3rd down.
At the 21-yard line. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Well, cover on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's the first carry for their running back. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop for no gain yet again. And now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they will finally get him out of bounds, but not until he's near the 45-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 35 yards.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end. I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
There you get a look at his numbers on the ground a week ago as a part of their victory. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ray.
From the gun, it's Herbert. It's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
He's going to air this one out for Jones. He's got it! What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line. A big-time play for Vegas. 42 yards. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's first and goal. That ball broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Delta. Big play. Get 6. Ready.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to third and goal.
Set. Delta. Go.
Herbert to the air again. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
They've come this far. I get the feeling they want more than 3. So here they will go for it on fourth and goal. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. That is first touchdown of the new year. They'll line up to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Lions offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. When you play a tight game and lose, it kind of changes the feeling coming into this week a little bit.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that called in the rules? You don't want one loss to turn into 2, one bad play to turn into 2. The best teams in this league, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one, from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Burrow. Complete. They couldn't connect. And that's how this first quarter will come to an end. So after 1, 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this. Lions ball to begin the second quarter. They'll try again here. Second and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Now a second down throw for Burrow. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you can see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And the rush gets home. Hill goes down. They got him. On fourth down, that brings Jake Bates out for the Lions field goal. This one from 49. And this is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
The Raiders offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play. That is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From 34, here's second and 4.
At the Lions' 34-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. That's caught left side by Bowers. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9 yards.
That's another Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some space opens as he's brought down, following a gain of 6. Second down, they need 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Raiders are going to be set up first and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
First and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Crowd right. Go.
Throwing now is Herbert. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Aiden Hutchinson. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Set. Ready.
Herbert to throw. That's a short one. Caught by Bowers. To the pylon. He's in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Vegas. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
Makes the score. Raiders.
Tell you what, this offense has come out and they have completely dominated here in the early going, Mike. I mean, this has just been methodical, sustained, back-to-back drives right down the field. And then to finish in the red zone, man, you just can't draw it up any better than that.
And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
At their own 24.
The Lions offense headed back to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
A gain of 12.
First down throw for Burrow. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20s. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
1st down.
To throw is Burrow. That's caught. It's Isaac to Smalls.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
180.
Williams in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
11 MT. 11
Here's a run. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all. The Lions all their first time out as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
5-yard line.
Big 13. Big 13.
To throw is Burrow. He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, Detroit. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Raiders offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Open man, it's Dante Fulton. And he's very close to a 1st down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
And after being shut down in the opening quarter, he makes his first catch here with that one, and they're going to need to continue to build off this if they plan on leaving here today with a win.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And a Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Herbert. We'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
14 yards.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First down.
Herbert to the air again. Pass caught right side by Thornton.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yards, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Now Herbert again. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And the Lions are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee, take this on into the locker room. So within half here out west, and we'll send it back east to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report. And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same. We get set for quarter number 3. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. So, Greg, people always say when the schedule comes out in May, what do you look for? Back-to-back home games usually not something you look forward to, but it does happen in this case. And when you get a win, and you know you're going, oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there for the sack. Loss of 10 yards to start this drive. Quick throw, taken in, and that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 13.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And on third down, that ball is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. They convert style there. Big play on fourth and long.
Well, he had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, like, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now. And a first down to boot.
10 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing again, Herbert. That's into the hands of Hilton. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So second down, and they'll run it. We'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
And he's close to another first down. It's brought down just shy of the mark.
Second and a yard at the 8-yard
A good spot here. Second and a yard. Now a give up the middle. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short. but he has picked up the first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Go.
Now Herbert. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he will score! Touchdown, Las Vegas. Extra point attempt still to come. He's got it. And the Raiders will take a 21-7 lead.
Raiders 21, Lions 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35-yard line. The Lions offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores
11.
as they begin this drive with first down. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Ready? Stop.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down.
At this point in the game, Mike, we just haven't seen a lot of fire out of this offense. Here's another run, simple handoff, no gain.
Burrows from out of the gun here on third down. In trouble, and down he goes.
A loss of 2 yards.
So on fourth down, the Lions send out Jack Fox to punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off first and 10. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll look to pick up the pace.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
As we saw in the first half, Mike, the defense was really unable to do anything to slow him down. He put up some really big numbers there in the first 2 quarters. Now here in the second half, it just doesn't look like they've made many adjustments in the attempt to slow him down.
To the ground, a first down run. Not much there, maybe a yard.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's second and 8. Shotgun now for Herbert. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
Throwing, Herbert. And this ball incomplete on third down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. That's taken in, and he is going to have a Raiders first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now Herbert on the bootleg. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. Now a play fake. Herbert on the move left. That is caught. What a job on the scramble. Touchdown, Raiders. Now the try for an extra point. And he missed it. Didn't hit that one squarely at all. That's no good. And the score stays the same. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This going to be returned from right around the goal line. And they'll force him out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
He works free, right side. Inside the 10. And he's going to take this all the way to the house.
Touchdown.
75 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates, good with the extra points. And the Lions are able to edge a bit closer. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Raiders offense. And Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll be brought down around the 38-yard line. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick 1st down. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. To throw is Herbert. He'll locate Thornton over the middle. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
15 yards.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Like, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert. Going right. It's taken in. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
They'll try to run. And he's going to have the Raiders 1st down. They wind up getting 4 on that 4th and 1.
Little test of wills balls up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew it was coming and still couldn't stop it.
To the 10-yard line. He is out of bounds there. They get 24 on that one. Just like that, it's first and goal.
Let's go, let's go. 5-9, 5-9.
Herbert to throw. That is taken in left side by Thornton. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line.
A gain of 5.
Here now, second down and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Here's Herbert. This one caught at the 4. The Lions called their first time out. Talk things over before third down.
It's now third.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vegas. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Herbert will lead the offense up. They'll go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Now, Herbert. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 balls onto their lead.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, let him do the rest.
He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll start out, first down and 10.
Get set. Can.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
To number 88.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and a yard. The middle they go. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5. Following the play, we've got a Raider who is shaken up down there. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. Now, Burrow. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Now second down throw for Burrow. That's right side and into the hands of Tislan.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
On first and 10, Burrow. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10.
First down. A gain of 27 on the play.
Burrow.
First down, Detroit.
Quick throw, out wide. It's caught.
14 more yards.
Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be first and goal.
First and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They're called in at the 2. And he's in. Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
give on the ground. And he's got another one. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all off-season long, to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
Here we go. On first down, Burrow. To the left side, it's caught by Shakir. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Burrow here on second down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
39-yard line.
A first down throw for Burrow. They'll try to hit him with a screen.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Set to go now on first and 10. To throw is Burrow. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Like, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On first down, Herbert. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Bowers. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Stop it. Just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here's second and 3 to go. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. From the gun, it's Herbert. Gets that one complete to his tight end, Bowers.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They get 18 on that one. First down, Vegas.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets. It puts so much pressure on the defense deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in this one. So they move inside the 20. First and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Set, go.
Now Herbert on the bootleg. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and When he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And this defense holding their ground. They'll stop him for no gain. 4th down straight ahead.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's going to be caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now the Raiders going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Herbert will lead the offense up. They'll go for 2.
The Raiders will line up for the 2.
Throwing down is Herbert. That's going to be caught. So that's a couple more points, and they add to their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. 180. Turbo shot.
Burrow. There's that man again. Another catch. So the Black Hole celebrates. It's a win for the Raiders. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory